As a recovered, emotionally unavailable man, I'm going to say this. If you find yourself continuously attracting emotionally unavailable individuals into your life, right? Specifically when it comes to your intimate relationships, if you continue to find yourself in relationship with individuals who are emotionally unavailable, it's time to do the work. Now, I'm not talking about the work that you're going to get assigned from your modern day dating coaches, right? Who are going to tell you that you just need to vet better or you need to do these tricks. If you do this, that, and the third, they're going to respond in this way, play hot and cold just like they are. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the true work, the inner work, the part that most people avoid, the part that most people run from, right? We would rather blame, we would rather keep ourselves in cycles of guilt or shame as opposed to facing what's actually going on within us. Why is it that I continue to attract the very same type of person every single time? Why is it that it's almost as if I have the same relationship with the same person in a different skin? Well, there's no coincidence to that, right? Pattern recognition. That should be something that jumps out at us. But again, we've become so good at justifying where we are and so comfortable with our misery that we will not question ourselves, but instead look to the outside world and simply call it, a bad hand or bad luck. Now, when you find yourself in these situations where you are, again, attracting emotional unavailability, this is an indicator that you have a belief system that you are not deserving of whatever it is that you feel you are lacking in those relationships. I know this might be the first time you're hearing this concept, right? This ain't the dating coaches ain't gonna tell you this. They're not gonna tell you this because they can't charge the way they do for this. They can charge you for the script of what to say, but when it's just the truth of you dealing with you, now it's just you and you, right? And you also know you have the power. Like I know that if you left today and took this piece of advice and never listened to me again, your entire life would change. I know that for a fact, right? And I truly hope that is the case. I hope you walk away and you start to implement and your life changes. But anybody who has a benefit from your powerlessness is not going to tell you this type of information. They're not going to tell you this truth, but I will because I know I'm taken care of, right? I don't need you for my income. God is my ultimate source. Source is my source, right? So let's get that straight. So let me rehash this truth. If you are attracting individuals who are emotionally unavailable, you have a belief system, you have an internalized story about yourself that says, I'm not deserving of X, Y, and Z. So some of us get in a relationship with this emotionally unavailable individual, and we say, I don't feel appreciated, I don't feel seen, I don't feel heard, I don't feel valued, right? If those are the things that pop up, then those are the attributes and aspects that you're neglecting within yourself or telling yourself you're not deserving of. And I'm not saying you're telling yourself this in a mirror, right? You're doing it at a subconscious level. This is programming, guys. Like we're dealing with something that was probably conditioned into you in infancy, when you were a child, before you could even recollect a memory. These messages were being ingrained in you. I don't know what your own specific circumstance is. I would only know if I work with you one-on-one what is actually going on in your life or if you left a comment below. But besides that, I don't know what it was that happened in your life. I don't know who did what or who ran away or who wasn't there or who was there but not truly there emotionally. And so you believe that, this was the love that you deserved or the lack of responsiveness, this disinterest, that was what you deserved. I don't know what started it, but all I know is that that's the story playing within you. This life is made up of our own creation. We can only project out what we have within us. I know they told us the law of attraction is about just writing things down and just focusing and fixating on things and wanting things so badly and burning desire. But in truth, law of attraction is you attract what you are, right? That's what you attract. You attract what you are. So if I am anxious, I am fearful, then I attract that. Whatever I am energetically. If I am insecure, I attract that. I attract more to have me in a state of insecurity. If I am filled with guilt, I will have people in my experience who continue to blame. This is the truth that nobody wants to tell you, right? Well, I'm not going to say nobody. I'm not going to be that person right now. But this is the truth that maybe some lack the understanding of to actually give you the game, and other people are hiding the game because they want to play the game, right? But for me, I have no incentive over there. I'm going to tell you straight up how it is. I'm a real life Aquarius. That part, real life Aquarius. I'm gonna just tell you straight up because look, if you're free, I'm free. If you're and you are free, it's like Harriet Tubman, right? She went on that plantation and said, "Listen, you mother, if any of y'all is saying I'm not running, I'm not leaving this plantation, but you snitch on us, you gonna get one in the head because we gonna know who did it. We gonna know who snitched. You're the only one who stand." And I got the same mentality. It's like we can all truly live a free existence. All of us. We can change the societal structure and the societal norms. We can change this entire way of life, right? We can live in the peace and the harmony that we desire. But if we're not willing to face ourselves, it would never happen. That's why Gandhi said, change the world by changing yourself, right? You can change the world by changing the way that you are within yourself. That is a literal statement. So it's not somebody out there who is doing these things. It is your own belief system that has been programmed into you, right? A belief, which is a thought and emotion repeated over and over until you buy into it, until it becomes your lens of reality. That is what is playing out as these emotionally unavailable individuals. And I promise you, as a man who came from the other side, I would always attract to myself those who were needy and clingy. Imagine that. I was emotionally distant. They were clingy. We were a perfect match. I was afraid of affection and they were afraid of not receiving it. Perfect match. We think, oh, person who's anxious and runs is going to attract anxious and runs. That's not necessarily the case. Sometimes it may happen, but usually it's going to be the person who runs and the person who chases. Those are going to be the two that attract one another. And so to break that, you don't have to go to a witch doctor. You ain't got to go to a craftsman or somebody like that. You literally just have to start being honest with yourself, acknowledging those aspects of yourself, right? We're now doing what we call the shadow work, integrating those parts of yourself that you have neglected for so long, accepting those aspects of yourself, forgiving self and other, right? Because there is no distinction between you and the other. When you hold on to non-forgiveness for them, you're holding on to it for you. It's a mirror effect. When I am hating you, I am hating me. Mirror effect. So you really have to get yourself to the point where you are finally being real, right? When you want to heal more than anything else, you're going to drop the victimhood mentality. I promise you that. I've seen people who, they were the biggest victim. I'm talking about Mount Rushmore victims. But as soon as it was time to heal, as soon as they had enough was enough, you were damn skippy that individual, those individuals ran from victimhood. They ran about that hood and entered into freedom, right? From a hood into a dome. That's a bar right there. Y'all ain't even catch that. That's over your head like a 4x4. I don't know. Over your head like a Boeing. So, coming back to the point at hand, you find yourself in situations or in relationships or whatever we want to call them this day and age, right? Situationships, relationships, seeing one another, dating. You get into these dynamics where you continue to find people emotionally unavailable. That is a mirror. It's a window into your own belief system. It's a window into what's going on internally. And when you can start to face that honestly, I promise you your life's going to change because now you take your power back for real, right? Blame does nothing but place our power in the hands of whoever it is we're blaming. So if you blame your boss for why you're not where you want to be in your career, they have the power of your career. As soon as you say, I am in control of my career, the game changes. Now you can start doing things to change your situation and circumstance. Victimhood, I promise you, that hood is no hood to stay in. It is ghetto. Okay? You do not want to be in that state of consciousness. You do not want to hang out in there long enough to see its results manifest in your life. Because all they have there is poverty, sickness, insanity, ain't no damn sense. That's the type of stuff they got going on in that hood. Whereas in freedom, fulfillment, more life, more celebration, beauty, wisdom, peace, clarity, purpose. It's time to free yourself, man. I'm not going to give you the sugar-coated messages. I'm not him. I am him, but I'm not him, if you catch what I'm throwing. I am the individual, right? I am the one, just like you are the one, right? I am a star. I am one with source, just like you are. But I'm not the individual I'm not the one who's going to sugarcoat it. I'm not the one who's going to put things together in a way that make you comfortable. I'm not here to make you comfortable. I'm here to help set you free. That's what I'm here. That's my purpose here on some Frederick Douglass type stuff. Like That's why I'm here. I want your freedom just as much, if not, sometimes I want it more than you do, to be honest, because I want you to see what's on the other side. Because again, I know selfishly that if you are free and I am free, we are all chilling. We are all winning. Like, you ain't trying to scrim from that person and you ain't hitting on this one. We ain't got to deal with the people with the, oh, well, it's too bad. These things are happening. This is so terrible. Look at my life. Like, when we don't have to deal with that no more, everybody thrives. When you get that phone call, it's encouragement. It's inspiration. It's more life. You're not getting the phone call, oh, you won't believe what happened to me today. I hang up on them calls. I say, what happened today? Beep. That's what you got hung up on today. That's what happened today. You got, hello? Hold up real quick. I got a call coming in. Oh, for real? No. Beep. That's what happens. And I want to live in a world where we have power circles as opposed to these struggle circles, right? Is what I call them in the new book that I'm writing right now. So actually, I do want to plug this quick little guilt-free plug. Doing Me Guilt-Free. This is my first published book. Make sure you get your hands on it. I just want to plug that in real quick. Description in the link below. Description and link. Link is in the description below. That's a whole ass tongue twister right there. Link is in the description below for this book right here. Get your copy. You're going to get a smaller one. Don't worry. You're going to get the paperback joint when you order yours, or you can get the ebook if you can find that one. But guys, in all seriousness, I want you to know how powerful you are, right? That's why I tout myself as a personal power coach, because more than anything else, I believe what we need today is to remember who we are, to remember the power that has been instilled in us, that has always been in us, and to cultivate that power and to live from that place of power. And I promise you, everything in your life will change. You will feel invincible because you are. Period. I appreciate you guys so much. All the love in the world. Deuces.